Every good Minecraft world has a focal point. It has something that draws you in. It's usually something big and bold. Right now, all I have is this gate. While I'm super happy with it, it lacks intention. What is it leading up to? What is its purpose? Today, I plan to solve all of these problems with a build that is truly unforgettable. Hey guys, welcome back, or if this is your first time stopping by, hello. As you can see behind me, that's the gate I built in my first episode here on the BareBones SMP. And way back there, you might be able to see I have some scaffolding placed down. So this scaffolding here is gonna be like the base of the build I have planned for today. And here's the dirt I dug out in the cinematic. Why is there a horse up there? I don't know what he's doing, but that's okay, I guess. He can chill up there. But yeah, this is going to be the base for my build, and I'm super excited to finally get to work on this thing, because I actually started designing it way before I even started this gate. So while this build isn't necessarily the biggest thing I've ever built, it's going to be one of the most detailed, and I'm actually going to have to terraform all of this area leading up to it, so it's going to be quite an ordeal. That being said, I've kind of been procrastinating starting this project because I don't have an elytra yet, but luckily enough for me, the end opens up tomorrow, so I'm going to get a little bit of terraforming and material gathering done, and then I'll be back whenever I have an elytra.
3,
Please.
2, 1.
Okay, can somebody go in just to check?
It's safe, it's
Okay.
safe, it's safe, it's safe.
Oh,
It's
it's
safe.
caved. Yeah, good.
Oh god.
Come on, guys, let's go, let's go.
Come on,
Oh,
guys, dig,
oh,
dig,
God.
dig,
Oh my god.
dig.
Oh my days, bro.
There's so many Endermen after me right now, bro. I'm fried.
I'm dying, dude. Hell no.
They're gonna steal the egg.
No. Oh, no, I'm going for mace.
I had this last time.
Oh, no! Get it! Oh, shit!
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit!
Oh, I'm so good at this
Beautiful.
game.
Damn, that was
New
amazing.
record!
And
No
nice,
way
nice,
doing
nice, dude.
anything.
Nice. Oh god. Right, so
Oh,
get.
I see.
Oh.
Alrighty, so it's been a few days since the last clip here, and I have been really hard at work. As you can see here, I've got a beacon going now. Obviously, I have my elytra, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of material gathering, and I still have to terraform all of this area. Not even like custom terraforming, but just like I have to fill in this ravine here, kind of slope down this hill a little bit more. But I've been doing a lot of work kind of behind the scenes. And actually, one thing I did do was finally finish up the final design of the build for the video. So I hopped in a call in the Beans and Apples Discord server for a couple of hours, and a couple other guys helped me out, and I think the build turned out super duper well, and I've been working on it kind of on and off for probably about a month at this point. And then also between clips, I did a little bit of other stuff. I got some cactus farms going. Then, like I said, I got the beacon. I'm smelting up a lot of glass that I'm going to use in the build. But yeah, I mean, all that's left to really do now is finally start getting some materials going. And after that, I'll hop right into building. Alright, so I'm pretty much done gathering all my materials up. I just have to wait for all of these copper bars here to age. And then I have another like 2-ish stacks that I have to do. So that'll take a while. But one thing I wanted to do was actually name my horse and my happy ghast after the comments in the last video. So my horse is going to be named Orange Juice. Let me type that in real quick. And it is based off of this comment right here. And then my happy ghast is going to be named Zephyr, which I believe is like a blimp name, if I'm not mistaken. But let me put them on these guys real quick. And then also I got this cat here and a little cat over here. So if anybody wants to name these guys, leave your suggestions down below. But actually, I just got a message that someone needed my help. So let's go do that. Okay, so this actually has nothing to do with material gathering, because I am in the middle of the nether right now. But this guy agreed to give me free beacons for life if I defend him and help get piglins for his wither skeleton farm. And actually, I can use these blaze rods later on for potions. I can almost make a beacon myself. I've got bones, which I've been needing for bone meal for moss and stuff. So this is like all around super helpful for me. So we just got done putting all the piglins in place, and I don't know redstone. Apparently this thing is simple, but I don't know at all what's going on. It looks kind of crazy, but I mean, I got 5 beacons for it and then a whole shulker box of bones, which I really needed earlier, so it would have been nice a few hours ago, but oh, I get to see they'll start coming in, I guess. Any day now. Oh, there's one. Oh, they're kind of like getting stuck in the portal. I guess there's not much you can do about that, though. Oh, whoops, maybe I'm low. I'll come up here with him. I don't know if that changes the rates or something. Okay, so apparently the farm has like a little bit of issues right now with like server-side mods, and it should be more efficient in the future, but I don't know. But anyways, that is definitely enough getting distracted for one episode. It's finally time to start building. Right after I sleep, actually, because it's turning night. As you saw in that kind of like cinematic, I don't know what you call it, I got so many materials. How many is this? 4 times 5. This is 20 shulker boxes, almost entirely full of stuff. I'm not going to go through them all because the sound is kind of annoying, but this was like tens of thousands of blocks, and they're all going to be placed over here in just a minute. So yeah, that's definitely enough yapping. Let's get to building. just like that, after like a month of designing, days of material gathering and editing, it is finally done. So I guess all that's really left to do is talk about it. First things first, actually, let me go into free cam for this. You can see the brick texture here. It is made of granite, polished granite, and bricks, and then they're kind of in chunks here. And I did that because I didn't want it to be all like one uniform texture, but I didn't want it to be too noisy either, so I kind of grouped the blocks together. And then over here at this fountain, I am very happy with this. I used lots of shaping blocks on here, and then I used some tripwire hooks for like little spouts up there, little brewing stand for more detail. I'm quite happy with this. And the stained glass, that's been done a million times before. I'm sure you've seen it. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody really use candles, especially like on a small scale fountain like this. Because fountains, they tend to sputter out and sort of land all over. So that's kind of what these candles are meant to represent. And genuinely, these trees here took me so long. I actually might have spent more time on these trees than I did anything else. But yeah, it was basically a battle of color, shaping, and like width, because I wanted to have like a nice see-through transparent leaf block, but then I would have to sacrifice the like pruned shaping in order to use the leaf blocks, which is why, they're a little bit brighter than I would want them to be. But I really wanted to get the point across that they were like well pruned, because this is supposed to be like a very upscale and fancy area, as it's sort of like the focal point of my base. And then I have these stairs over here. I sort of ran into like a similar problem as I had when I was building the garden out here. I had to like inlay a circle around the plaza and sort of do some like geometry stuff to get this right. And I think it looks pretty good, because when you're standing like up here or on this lower platform, you get a really good angle of the lower plaza and all the trees here. And then you can see I have some forced lighting, and then just some like basic shadows and textures. But this sort of like design of stair where it comes from two sides and meets in the middle to go up, that is inspired by a real life building called the Schwab Estate. And it's not like one-to-one, because I sort of just freestyled it, but this idea, it has a lot of similarities. And then last but certainly not least, we have the main build of the video, which is supposed to be like a sanctum or a mausoleum or like a capitol building. It can be sort of ambiguous. It's just supposed to be a focal point to this whole area. So my inspiration for this build was actually the Bestial Sanctum from Elden Ring. I thought it was a super cool looking building. Mine ended up like a lot brighter than the one in the game, sort of just because I wanted it to be like, a focal point. I wanted it to be bright. I wanted it to catch your attention. So coming up the steps here to the main entrance, you can see just how many layers I used in this. At some points, it is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide. And then up here, I have these cool little like mini statue details using skeleton heads. And then this big like colorful roof with these cool like lines going up it, and this awesome like top is sort of what made me want to build this to begin with, because when I saw the thing in Elden Ring, it just caught my attention immediately. So heading inside, of course, I have a full interior for like the first time ever, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I went through like 4 iterations of interiors, but I'm really happy with the final design. So outside of the center ring, I wanted to make it really like dim. I just have some like basic candle like sconces, because I want your attention to immediately be brought into the center area because of the super colorful center floor. I have a light in the middle here, and then of course the big old chandelier here. And then I have these awesome decorated pillars made with glazed terracotta and fences. And then one thing that was actually super duper cool up here, ouch, ouch, ooh, I almost died, are these little sun designs I made. There's one on each corner, and I just wanted the top to be a little bit lighter. So I made this little like sun in here because I have sort of a yellowish color scheme going on. But yeah, I'm super happy with this interior. I love these pillars. I love how your attention is like brought into the middle. And I'm not really used to doing interiors. Obviously, I sort of build outside most of the time. So it was nice to switch things up a little bit. But anyways, that's all I have for today's video, really. The build is finally done. I've been working on this thing for pretty much a month, maybe a little longer at this point, and it is so unreal to finally see it on the server, to see everybody's reactions and everything like that. It just makes me so happy. I'm just in love with this build, and I am so excited to keep working on this base. And with that, this project of mine is finally done. Thank you guys so much for sticking around until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It means a ton to me. And, you know, why not comment while you're at it? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy with this build. And I'll see you in the next one.